Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Larry. If you're an old subscriber or returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Today is an awesome day. We are doing another makeup tutorial. So without wasting much of your time, let's get the video rolling. I'll just go ahead and just rub my face moisturizer. Like this. So going in with this pencil to outline my brows, just like so. Brow gel to fill my brow. I didn't use the pencil because it's too much darker. Using my spoolie brush to brush the product. I always want the beginning of my brow to look less hashy. I want it to look as natural as possible, so I don't extend the product at the beginning of my brow. Using this concealer to clean my brows. To clean the excess concealer, I'll be using a fluffy brush. I will be extending the concealer on my eyelid to set as my eyeshadow base. So for my first shade, I'm going in with this dark brown from this palette. You can use any other brown. I'm just packing that in before blending. In with this shade right here. And I'm concentrating that too in the same place I applied the first shade. I'll be using this Essence Peach Me Up. I'm just using that as my transitional shade. I'll use it. It's a lip gloss. I'm using it as my eyeshadow. So I'll just concentrate it. I'll be going in with this shade. On top of that, so that if there will be any creasing or if it will mess up, the eyeshadow will hold it. This is too spicy. And I'll go back with a less product to kind of blend this. Eyeliner from Pretty by Floma. Let's see if these lashes will work. I'm now using my Pond's primer to prime my face. Yes, and I'm adding a little bit because I use a less product. I just want to add a little amount of the primer. Going in with my beauty blender to further blend my foundation. Using that same concealer I used earlier on to highlight my face, I'm highlighting my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my under eye. Just like this, and I'll be using this same concealer to kind of and I'll be using the same fluffy brush I used to clean my concealer earlier on my brows. I'll be using that same brush to blend. And I always want to bring my concealer at the top here. Small beauty blender to blend that. Going in with my beauty blender to blend the places where I highlighted. Yes. This LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Ebony. In the shade Ebony to contour. And Ebony is too darker, so I'll be mixing it with Cafe. Okay guys, these are the places where I want to contour my forehead. Yes, and my cheeks, underneath my cheeks. So always try to find the bone under your cheeks, or better still, make that fish face. Yes, just like this one. Yes, then you just go under it. Exactly like this. Edge your eyebrow, follow your eyebrow in contouring, just like I'm doing. So I don't want the bridge of my nose to be a little bit wide. That will give me a very wide nose. So I'll just close it a little bit to give me that kind of pointed illusion of a pointed nose. I'll just extend my contour like this. Let that in, I'll be using this brush, but I'll just use the edge of it. When I do this, I will just have the whole of the foundation all over, and that will not be what I want. It won't be precise. So I'll be using the edge of it like this, just like this, to brush. And I'm not putting a lot of effort in the brush, a lot of pressure in the brush. The pressure in the brush is less. That's why I'm holding it at the tip of it, so that there won't be a lot of pressure. When I get to my cheekbone, I always brush it upwards, just like I'm doing. Make sure you brush your contouring into your hair. So with this, you can see that there is this patches in between the places where I highlighted and where I contoured. So I'll be going back with my foundation brush to kind of brush. So I hope you can see the changes that made. This small brush, and sometimes I go on with this foundation brush. So today I'll be using this foundation brush to blend my nose. I'm just blending it into my brow. And if you are using a matte foundation, always blend it fast. If possible, do it in patches. When you finish doing this side, then you just apply the product at this side and continue, or else it will dry up, because matte foundation used to dry up quickly. Dry up, when it dries up, the blending becomes a problem. You have to blend before you get everything corrected. And when you don't blend it well, you see that your contouring will look hashy. It will. Using my loose powder from Pretty by Floma to set my entire face before baking. And to bake, and if you have dry skin, I advise you should not bake. You should just set your face, then go your way. But if you have an oily skin like mine, sweetheart, just take a minute, seconds, do this. Just blow the oil away by baking. Take a minute again. Take a minute. Blow the oil away. Smoke it out. Blow it away. So to give your contour that chisel look, did I say it's light? Did I mention it light? Light? Just do this. You have, did I say oily skin? If you have oily skin, just go ahead with this procedure. Or if you use a matte foundation to contour, set it with a powder, like this contour powder. That I'll be using my Nikak Dual, and I'll be mixing the two shades. As I said earlier on, I'll be using the edges of the brush to do this. So in circular motion, just like this. Doing that catfish again. Look at fish face. Hey, fish face. Okay. Using that same contour palette, I mean the lighter shade in the contour palette, to contour my nose. So I'll be using both shade like this, That's, you see that? Guys, where I'm seated on the floor, and my powder, my face powder is somewhere here, and the things I have surrounding me is another story for another day. So guys, I'll be using this powder as my face powder to buff the excess powder. Powder pot to powder to buff the excess loose powder on my face. But before I do that, I always try to dab the powder into my skin, just like I'm doing. So with any excess, then I'll throw that away. Like this. So I start by dabbing it. So those who don't want to dab, you just throw them away. You see that? Those who don't want to dab, they are there. Just do them like this. You see them? So there are so many tricks and tips. First of all, I use my lipstick as my eyeshadow. And you can see how blinky it's blinking. Yes. Now I'm using my contour kit as my face powder. So guys, just keep glued to my channel. Subscribe right now. Subscribe. The word is subscribe. Have you subscribed? Subscribe. If you want a detailed brow tutorial, just comment down below. And it will be done. Done. Setting spray. Like this. Then, did I just blast? Yes. Just bath in the setting spray. Bath yourself. So with my beauty blender, I'll just dab that. Just dab it into your skin, girls. For my waterline. And guys, if you don't have any shade I use, just use the shade you have, the palette you have. Create whatever, use whatever color you have, and you get something similar or anything lovely. When I started doing makeup, I was always trying to figure out if someone uses a palette, I'm always trying to use that same palette in recreating the look. And I found out it wasn't easy. My pocket was very, we are still managing. So I just come into calculation that I won't stress myself. I'll just use whatever I have to create whatever look I get. So guys, let's just manage with whatever we have. It shall be well. Catrice Ultimate Chrome Palette. I'll be using that too. My cheeks. The apple of my cheeks, guys. Just going ahead to highlight my forehead. And what I'm saying is, if you have a big forehead, please don't highlight your forehead. Just skip that part, yes, because it will emphasize your forehead. So if you have a big forehead, just skip that part. I always prefer to use my finger to highlight the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose like this. Then I don't usually contour the middle part, just here, here, then here. That's what I do. But always remember to cover that place, the corners of your lips. Just extend the lips over there, the lipstick over there. I'll just blend this.